Hey. What's up? How you doing? How are you? Welcome to Next Window, Please. I'm your host, Nick Allen. Thanks for joining the show. I appreciate it. We're on YouTube now, baby. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever, please take a second to subscribe, like, rate, review, whatever the fuck you do. I appreciate it. This is coming to you on a Wednesday. I made an effort to record this yesterday. I'm going to keep glancing at this recorder. I was a few minutes in, waxing poetic on the end of jelly bean season, and I looked down and the recorder wasn't recording jack shit. It had stopped at 2 minutes and 12 seconds. So, I went to get some batteries. We had a late dinner. It was probably like 10 p.m. I'm like, you know what? Let's get this episode out, record it, put it up, get it on Tuesdays. That's the goal. It was still Tuesday, and really, I sat down here to do it. I didn't have it in me. And that's the last thing I want to do with Next Window, Please, is half-ass discussions about jelly beans and the Taco Bell Lux Box, which we will get to here shortly. So it's the end of jelly bean season. Easter's over, and I know a previous episode I was talking about how jelly bean season should be year-round. You know what? I think there's so much fucking candy at Easter that I'm ready for jelly bean season to be over. I think if jelly beans were around year-round, they wouldn't be a special thing. So I think it makes sense that the variety is only available during Easter, at least around these parts. If you really have a hankering for some jelly beans when it's not Easter, you can always find Jelly Belly, which they're phenomenal. And I don't know, now I stocked up on so many jelly beans. We got bags of Trolli. I couldn't really find any more Mike and Ike's, but I think we've got enough fucking jelly beans forever. Well, at least until next Easter. Same thing happened to us around Valentine's Day. I really like those, the big, chewy Brock's hearts, the cherry hearts. They're so fucking good. So we bought a bunch during Valentine's, leading up to the holiday, and afterwards, when they were on sale, we had bags and bags, and we still have, there's at least half a bag that I don't know if it'll get eaten or not. It might. Sometimes the gummy candies are good when they get a little harder. I think there's a fine line, but anyway, we have so much fucking Easter candy around here now, it's going to be a long time before we get to those cherry hearts, so. Anyway, thanks for joining the show. I appreciate it. Well, I didn't even have jelly bean season on the list here. I would like to reiterate that warm ham can fuck off. I don't want to say despise or lament. I don't prefer the holidays where warm ham is featured. And I think, is it just Easter? And some of the Thanksgiving gatherings I'll end up at will have a warm ham, but that's in addition to the turkey. I don't know, I did kind of luck out this year, though. There was warm ham around, but one of the dinners we were at had chicken, which was very good. Put some brown gravy on that. And another one had a roast, which was very good. So, thank you to everybody that brought something other than warm ham to Easter. My issue with warm ham is mainly the texture. I don't like the texture. I don't like the temperature. I do like ham, but I like fucking cold sliced deli ham, sliced as thin as possible. Somebody reached out to the Todd and Tyler Radio Empire. I didn't print it out here. I don't remember who it was. They're like, what's the difference between the texture of warm ham and cold ham? It's the thickness of the slice. Warm ham, I've never really seen really thin sliced warm ham. Sometimes it'll be a little thinner, but you can just taste it. The way it sits on your tongue. You can feel, I don't know, like the individual fucking grooves of the ham. I want deli ham just sliced as thin as possible. I used to cook at this German restaurant, Das Rheinland, and I missed the sandwiches that I was able to make there with the meats from the meat and cheese platter. The cheese, I would take some Munster cheese. I would slice that thicker. Then I would put the slicer as slow as it can fucking get and still give you some sort of like slice that just doesn't fall apart. But it was very thin. I would take the Black Forest ham, Westphalia ham. There was something else. The Capicola, that's more Italian. I don't remember what the other ham was, but I fucking missed those sandwiches. We had a regular there. What's up, Tom? I hope Tom's doing well. Tom wasn't the youngest guy, 20 years ago, and he drank a shit ton. I hope he's still around, and I hope he's doing okay. But Tom would order these sandwiches and just be like, give me one of those sandwiches that Nick makes. I always took that as kind of a point of pride. I'm like, fuck yeah. I asked him if he wants it toasted. They had the big industrial toaster back in the kitchen. Fuck, man, I make a wicked sandwich. At least there, it's so much easier to make a decent sandwich if you have all the shit right in front of you. And they had there, it was kind of like trying to think of the thickness of this dressing. It was like a red Italianish dressing, which is kind of fucking strange for a German restaurant, but whatever. That place was a fucking trip. The owner, Frank, what's up, Frank? He's like, Nikki, everything is fresh and everything is homemade. The vegetable today was the same every fucking day I worked there. It was a big frozen bag of vegetable medley from, I don't know, probably fucking Sam's, Costco, I don't know. Fresh, homemade. The bread was big and thick. Man, those sandwiches were fucking good. Big, thick wheat bread that would go out to the tables, but it was perfect to make a sandwich. I'd keep a jar of Jif peanut butter back there too. Sometimes make a peanut butter sandwich. Sometimes fucking just make individual pieces of toast, put it in a little warmer. It's just like a big, not warm, it's like a big fucking toaster. Sometimes you can just toast a little fucking peanut butter sandwich on both sides. Man, I miss that. I wish I could be back in that kitchen for fucking 20 minutes. Make a sandwich, but it's gone. It's done. Rest in peace, Das Rheinland. We'll cross warm ham off this list. I've been trying to make a point of releasing this consistently. I kind of fucked up on the day it came out yesterday, but I think it's fun, and you kind of have to be in the mood about it. I can't force myself to fucking, with anybody listening to this. Like, sometimes it's hard just to commit to something that's fucking dumb, and I think I've done that with stand-up itself isn't dumb, but like, I tell a lot of fucking dumb jokes, and like, you know what, that's what I'm gonna fucking do. In this, like, what if I just do a podcast about fucking fast food and candy and a fucking ham? And I don't want, it's insane to me that anybody listens to this, and I definitely don't want to half-ass my way through just a dumb fucking podcast. But I know, and I don't think it's self-depreciating or whatever to say it's dumb. Like, I like dumb stuff. You should see my my Instagram Reels feed. It's all just dogs humping shit, and monkeys throwing turds and shit. Monkeys just fucking yanking their dick. I send a lot of those to my youngest son, and sometimes he's got to check them out pretty early because they'll be removed or banned from Instagram for content reasons. There was once I sent him, it was a monkey just, fucking cranking it, and I think it was removed by Instagram in the 3 minutes in between when I sent to him, and I was like, hey, check this out. It's fucking gone. So anyway, I've been trying to put these out, and I want to grow the thing. So I'm like, oh, I'm filming it, right? Putting it on YouTube, and I want to put reels up. If maybe there's a little clip about fucking ham I can put out there, or whatever. And I looked at the video from the last episode, and I was just completely fucking pitted out. Just armpit sweat stains. I'm gesturing my arms widely and shit, talking about fucking something Subway did that sucks. I don't know. So, wearing a black shirt today, baby. We got pitted out, crossed off the list. Yesterday, April 22nd, was National Jelly Bean Day. I do find the timing of that odd. Right after Easter. Why? Why not do it during Easter, before Easter? Let people know that jelly bean season is approaching, and like we discussed, is probably appropriate in length. Recently we talked about the Tic Tac Chews on here, the Chewy Tic Tacs. They had very bad timing for the launch of the Chewy Tic Tacs during the Jelly Bean heyday. Why do that? Wait until fucking, I don't know, July, August. It seems like a nice summertime. You're by the pool, pop some fucking Chewy Tic Tacs when you don't really have access to a lot of jelly beans. But they released them during jelly bean season. At least that's when I encountered them. Initially, we'll try them. They're not bad. A little crunchier than a jelly bean. Kind of like a jelly bean on the inside. I should put this in a fucking chat GPT and see how many times jelly bean has been said on the last few episodes. But until change here. Season's over, right? To everything, turn. Much like the Chewy Tic Tacs. They were on clearance at the grocery store last time I was there. So I don't think that's the best sign for them. I have seen like peanut butter M&Ms in little clearance carts out front, but peanut butter M&Ms aren't going anywhere. That's a very established product. I imagine that was just an overstocking issue. But I think if you want to get your hands on some Chewy Tic Tacs, there's probably no time like fucking 2 weeks ago. You might be out of luck. I guess the Tic Tac Chews on clearance and bad timing was on the list twice here. And I mentioned my friend Zach Peterson. Zach Peterson is one of the funniest comedians. I think he's one of the funniest comedians out there. I'm very lucky to call him a friend. And he just makes me laugh so fucking hard. He's got a podcast called Stop It. Not sure if I mentioned, he's got a joke about a magician on there that I've been obsessed with. Like, that's on an episode he put out with a guy named Craig Fort, who's very funny. And I'm on an episode there that was just released recently. So check out Stop It with Zach Peterson. The NFL draft is tomorrow. I can't wait. Well, I can wait. It's fine. I'm going to have to. I can't fucking wait. I do listen to some fucking Kansas City Chiefs podcast, though, and kind of sick of hearing them talking about whether or not the Chiefs are going to take a right tackle. And I could not listen to these podcasts, but then, yeah, what else am I going to listen to? It's called That Football Show. It's on KC Sports Network. We'll just shout out other podcasts on here. I love it. It's Tucker Franklin and I think it's Matt Verderam. I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. And I love it because there's this football journalist I absolutely loved. His name was Therese Paler, and he sadly passed away a few years ago. But he was really, really informed. You could tell he loved his job. You could tell he loved football, but he didn't take that too seriously or himself too seriously. He was just like a fucking fun-loving dude who you could just trust completely what he was saying about the league and the Chiefs in particular. And this Matt is like that, and I like it. Like, it's definitely a slow time for people that cover the NFL. Because there's only so many times you can talk about whether the Chiefs are going to fucking take a tackle at pick 31 or not. But they do a power rankings on there, and then we're going to do a power ranking of their least favorite family members. I'm like, fucking perfect. Nobody will ever replace Therese Paler, but that dude, he's got the fucking right spirit and the attitude. And yeah, it's called That Football Show. If you're a Chiefs fan, definitely fucking check that out. Or just a football fan in general, I would recommend that. Another thing I would recommend is, I think we discussed it on here, about how you can get burgers at Burger King throughout the day at any time of the day. Like, if they have, I don't know if every burger is available, but at least the Whopper and the Whopper Jr. are available. Ooh, so can you hear that horn? Somebody's excited about burgers being available all day at Burger King. What I've found is, I've kind of done this, twice in the past couple weeks. I need to start paying cash, so my wife's not like, Burger King today, huh? But what I found is, if you go, excuse me, the first time I went, I got a Whopper Jr. And it was after radio. It was probably, 10:15 in the morning. And it's fresh. It's kind of a way to guarantee the freshness of your burger, because they're not making a lot of flame broiled patties just to be sitting there in the morning. It's breakfast time. Most people are getting the fucking croissants, the hash browns. I've never been big on Burger King breakfast. I do like those little fucking hash browns are pretty good. And every once in a while the croissant's not bad. But everything's fucking fresh on these. I got the Whopper Junior the first time. That Whopper that I got, especially like the bun was much fresher than I'd had from Burger King in a long time. Lettuce was crisp, tomato. You could tell it was all just everything that was supposed to be cold was cold, and everything that was supposed to be warm was warm. It was hot and fresh, and I don't know, maybe it's a fucking, is it a hack? Fucking fast food hack. I can't believe the amount of videos that pop up in my Facebook algorithm. It's just like people sitting in their car eating fast food sandwiches. I don't get it. Like a lot of them are they're doing the same thing, I guess, as I do a fucking podcast about it. But just be sitting in their car. And I'm like, oh, let me try the burger from Wendy's. Let me try the McDonald's. Let me try the Burger King. And then they sit there and they're like, yeah, that's pretty good. What's this one taste like? I mean, what's the fucking point of this? Why? As I drop a coaster, hang on. All right, coming at you from my oldest son's bedroom here. He moved out. It's fucking weird. My kids are getting old. I don't feel old most days, but it's insane. My youngest son is a fucking sophomore in high school. It's crazy. I think they always say time flies, but like it fucking flies. Even this, I think putting this out weekly makes me realize how short weeks are. It'll be fucking Sunday or Monday. I'll be like, oh shit, the fuck am I going to talk about in this thing? It hasn't helped my desire to drive through and just get fast food places. I'm like, man, I probably need fucking something to talk about. Right? Speaking of that, I went to Taco Bell and I want to discuss their Lux box. Looks like you can order this online. I'm sure you also, I don't know if you have to log in, but you can get it on the app as well. Build your own Lux Cravings box. Starts at $5.29. It's Luxe. I think I'm pronouncing this right. I imagine it's short for Deluxe. Lux Craving box. It's not Luxe Cravings box. It's got to be Lux. It does say online exclusive. So if you're just going to the drive-thru, this isn't something that's going to be on the menu. But I enjoy this, and you've got options with this thing. So you get 4 choices with this box. So you choose your specialty, choose your taco burrito, choose your side, choose your drink. So the specialty, you get cheese quesadilla. This is all or. Cheese quesadilla or a Crunchwrap Supreme, a cheesy gordita crunch, chalupa supreme, black bean chalupa supreme, or the black bean Crunchwrap Supreme. I have never ordered a black bean anything from Taco Bell. It's probably, for vegetarians and shit? Hope it's good if that's your thing. But I have not and will never order that. I went with the Chalupa Supreme. Oh, before I forget, I want to thank Jack. Last week on the episode, I was talking about the Taco Bell Party Pack. Jack, it's a buddy of mine. He comes to a ton of shows. He showed up to Gary Curtis and I's Blazing Mike show at Backswing Brewing in Lincoln with the fucking 12-pack of party tacos. So that was fucking badass and unexpected. And I kind of felt bad I didn't eat more tacos because it was the same day I'd gotten this Lux box. So, anyway, thank you, Jack. And so those are all the options for the specialty. Those 6 things, range from the quesadilla to the black bean Crunchwrap Supreme. The Crunchwrap Supreme is great. I don't know if you can get actual sauce on that or not. You can customize it. Add on, you could just do like red sauce. But the Crunchwrap Supreme, it would be nice if you could have them put, whatever variety of hot sauce you want in there. You want fucking hot sauce, Fire, Diablo. It would be nice if they could just drizzle that on top of the Crunchwrap Supreme, so you didn't have to do that before you head out. That's if you're driving. I think the Crunchwrap Supreme is the way to go. So I've just selected that because I looked at that for customizing. So we'll do that for this Lux box. Choose your taco burrito. Those choices: crunchy taco, soft taco, beefy 5-layer burrito, bean burrito, spicy potatoes, soft taco. The fuck is that's just potatoes instead of meat? Or cheesy bean and rice burrito. I went with the beefy 5-layer burrito, no beans. That's the kind of thing too. It would be nice if they could put the hot sauce on there because they really fucking roll those up and you gotta kind of tear apart the shell a little bit to get your sauce on there. Your options for your sides: chips and nacho cheese, cinnamon twist, or cheesy fiesta potatoes. I went with the chips and cheese. Then for a drink, if you order a large drink, it adds 10 cents to the price. That's what I did. I got the Mountain Dew Zero. I think it's a fucking great deal. And what I did, I do really like the tacos at Taco Bell. And so I did this plus just a regular soft taco, and the total was fucking like $7 or whatever. That's a very reasonable lunch, and it's only available online or on the app. I would totally recommend that. If you have tried anything black bean at Taco Bell, let me know. I haven't been brave enough to try the Taco Bell chicken cantina shit. I don't want chicken from Taco Bell. We talked about that and the chicken nuggets being back. I would try the chicken nuggets, but I would try something that's been in the fryer. I don't want fucking grilled chicken from Taco Bell. I think my son just got home from school. Gotta start smoking some ribs. I gotta get a smoker. If anybody knows of a reasonably priced, decent smoker, please let me know. I've got one of those, what do they call it? Stack smokers. It's about the size of, I don't know, like your little nephew or whatever. But there's no way to really regulate it. When I've tried to use this thing, it just ends up being a combination of like, I'm kind of grilling some shit, I'm kind of smoking some shit, and it turned out okay, but it's not that great. I'm gonna like smoke some shit because my youngest son, he told his grandma, he's like, I wish my dad smoked ribs. We got a neighbor, thank you, Dustin. He's kind enough to bring ribs over sometimes. My brother-in-law just smokes some ribs, and like man, it is nice to hear. It's nice to find that shit out. It kind of sucks to hear like, I wish my dad did this. Like, fuck, I don't want to like, not be a good dad. You could still be a good dad and not smoke ribs, of course, but you don't want to have like a fucking glaring hole or like, they're laying you to rest and like, man, maybe the new stepdad will fucking smoke some ribs. Let's see what this motherfucker's about. So I do that. Let's see. Talked about the draft. I keep putting Black Forest gummy bears on list of the things to talk about on this podcast. We'll talk about that at some point, maybe. I think I just kind of like having one thing left on the list we could kind of talk about. We could talk about the downfall of Black Forest gummy bears. That's something I should look into more to really see what happened. It sounded like it was just kind of like a corporate takeover, and now they fucking suck. But I do miss the original Black Forest gummy bears. Gary, Curtis, and I on our way to Lincoln, where we saw Jack with the tacos. So we left kind of early. Gary happened to be close to my place. He's like, hey, do you want to head down there early? I'm like, yeah, why not? He's like, maybe we could. He was hungry. He's like, we'll head up a drive-thru. He got you get the breaded chicken sandwich from Arby's. I did not get anything because I had Taco Bell earlier that day. But on the way down there, he was scrolling through social media, and a friend of his had been talking about this cheesecake place in Lincoln. Like, shit, it looked good, and I'm not going to say the name of the place, and I don't want to impugn them, so I think there'll be a bunch of people with a bunch of Next Window Please listeners out in front of this cheesecake shop in Lincoln. Yeah, fuck it, whatever. I think it was called High Society. So, it takes us a long time to get there. I felt like we drove through all of fucking Lincoln. I'd been in a lot of different parts of Lincoln, but I didn't realize Lincoln was like that big. It took us a long time to get there, and we get there. And they have, I think where we made the mistake is they had like some scoopable cheesecake, I think is what they called it. Handcrafted cheesecake. Menu. We'll go in shop. That's where we were. Yes, it just original cheesecake. Where is this shit? Yes, Scoopables cheesecake. Cheesecake that scoops like ice cream. That looked unique. I think that's probably what we should have done. I ended up getting some Japanese cheesecake. This piece of cheesecake was like, it's like fucking $11 for a piece of cheesecake. But I'm like, man, this is potentially life-changing cheesecake. And it's worth it. Well, it's considered an investment. Give me something to talk about on here, at least. And it was kind of like fluffier than a regular cheesecake. But honestly, at Easter, we had some Costco berry souffle cheesecake around. That was better than this piece of cheesecake. And that entire cheesecake probably cost as much as one piece of this Japanese cheesecake. Gary got some like peanut butter chocolate cheesecake. Said it was very rich. I think he ate half to like 2/3 of it. But when he got there too, they had samplers and shit that looked pretty good. I think maybe if we would have just stuck to just like some fucking straight up cheesecake or tried the scoopable, it might have been better. But he'd asked if that would keep in the car so we could like get some and take it home. And they were like, no, it won't last that long. So we didn't give that a shot. We had a good time in Lincoln. Always have a good time in Lincoln. I'm going to be there this Friday doing a show at a bar called Bar 48. Gary and I are headed to Minden, Nebraska on Saturday. Then if you're going to see Steve Hofstetter in Omaha at the Slowdown tomorrow night, Thursday night, I will be doing a short set opening up for that. Heather Jones and I, my friend, we were just at Silos in Trainer, Iowa. That's kind of becoming one of my favorite places to do a show. They've got a great room set up for stand up there, and the dude that runs the place, Zach, he's doing I think he's doing 5 different comedy shows this summer. So I did the first one. Gary will be there next month. In June, Austin Anderson. July, Tyler Walsh. August, Cameron Logsdon. Go check that out. If you're close, I can go. It's just outside of Council Bluffs, Iowa. It's not a bad drive. The place is cool. I think they set up like a buffet. I don't know what kind of food they have there. I bet it's good. It smelled good. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's different. The crowds are good. It's definitely becoming one of my favorite places to do a show. I don't know why I made this note of this on here. I don't even want to fucking talk. Sometimes people ask like, this didn't happen in Trader Out, but people be like, hey, you gonna try to get on Kill Tony? Like, fucking no, I'm not. Think they mean like if you're at a certain level where you're like on the panel or whatever, fine. But that whole show is just fucking weird. Like, bring people up who may or may not have any idea how to do stand-up comedy. Let them do a minute and just fucking make fun of them. And I don't know, the host of that show, I don't think it's very funny. If you're not familiar with it, there's like this whiny little bitch guy that's like, hey, he's Tony, fucking Kill Tony. And then he pulls names out of a hat and they come up and do jokes. And he's like, what the fuck? He's like, that sucked. I'm like, yeah, this person's done stand up for like, they did 1 minute here. That's like the 9th minute they've done stand up comedy. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, I don't know. No, I'm not. Fucking wait in a bar. Hey, to have your name pulled out of a hat. Hey, I'm good. I'm not gonna, no. One thing I am gonna do is go fucking see Cypress Hill again this summer. A friend of mine and I went to see them last year. They were in Omaha. They played with the symphony. Cypress Hill and the Omaha Symphony is based off of the Simpsons joke. Where they play Hullabalooza and they're backstage and like, did somebody order a orchestra possibly? Well, hi, Cypress Hill, we're looking in your direction. And Cypress Hill is like, that sounds like a good idea. Let's do it. That was one of the best shows I've been to in a long time. Cypress Hill they're coming back. They're going to be playing outside here. They're not going to be with the orchestra, but I can't wait to go see them again. They're a band that I never really got into in the 90s and shit, but I kind of wish I would have. I don't know. It's also nice to just be able to like get into something now too. I love about Cypress Hill is it's B Real is like the front man basically, but then this dude, his partner in crime, is Sin Dog, and fucking like B Real will say some shit. So B Real will be like, I take rips from the bog, and then Sin Dog will be like, he takes rips from the bog. It's fucking the kid's got the coolest fucking job on the planet. Sin Dog. Every once in a while, he busts out his own verse, and he's super fucking talented, a good rapper in his own right. But he's just like, what could just kill a man? It's fun, and I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. They're gonna be fucking outside of a casino. We'll watch them fucking talk about fucking getting baked and taking bong rips and AKs and shit. It's gonna be awesome. What could just kill a man? I fucking love it. Before I move on, I found this fucking thing. I've got oldglory.com. I'm gonna do an ad here. You know, in addition to it's your boy Boykin Sausage, the best sausage on the planet. I don't want to forsake them at all. If you get the chance, you see it anywhere, just pick it up. You won't be disappointed. Yes, it's meat encased inside a tube like all the other sausages, but it tastes better than all the other sausages. It's perfect. I mean, you fucking smoke some. Get a smoker. Put it on your smoker. Do it. This website, though, called oldglory.com. They've got a bunch of cool shit on here. They've got classic rock t-shirts, AC/DC, The Beatles, Bob Marley, Grateful Dead, Bad Brains, Bad Religion. You know, I bet they do rap and hip-hop. Fucking Beastie Boys, Cypress Hill. They've got some Cypress Hill t-shirts. They've got a bunch of cool merch on here. And if you use the code NWP, get it? Fucking next window, please. Right? NWP, you'll get 15% off of your order. Looks like they also do free standard shipping. They only have one Cypress Hill shirt and a tape receipt. Maybe they have more Beastie Boys shit. Beastie Boys. They got a retro Kick T t-shirt. They had a bunch of Kiss t-shirts and shit. Some bands have better selections than other. You like Slipknot? They got some fucking Slipknot t-shirts. Disturbed, Korn. And they have modern rock. Korn is listed right by Mumford and Sons. Well, I think they would probably want to talk to each other just because they're both professional musicians and they have some shit in common, but I don't know how close they'd be. Fucking, you need a new Dave Matthews Band t-shirt? Or a sport ringer? What's a sport ringer? Oh, it's a cool ringer t-shirt. The Orbit logo. Oh, it's just a t-shirt. All right, yeah, I don't know. Fucking oldglory.com. 15% off. They got some sports shit too. Famous brands. You want a Pez t-shirt? Yeah, sometimes I never know. Oh, I'm wearing. Well, this says Battle on it. It's like a youth football brand. This was too small for my sons. I think he's my son. I'm told he's my son. He's 16 years old and he's 6'2" and 265 pounds. So I don't fucking know. What do you think? Maybe? Maybe not? All right. So anyway, last week I had a chance to do one last set at the current location of the Funny Bone. The Omaha Funny Bone is moving it's moving kind of back to where it started from. The original club was just off of 114th and Dodge here in Omaha, and then it moved further out west. Now it's going back to 114th and Dodge, and I started stand-up after the club had moved, so I was never at the original location, but I wish I would have been that place, man. I always think about it, it's like Jerry Seinfeld worked there. Jerry Seinfeld was like walking to fucking work at a parking lot and a strip mall off of 114th and Dodge. It's fucking insane to me. Like Ron White before, before anything was going on, Colleen that runs had to like knock on his door. He's like smelling clothes and shit to see what he's gonna wear for the show. Like all that, I love shit like that. And they're having a going away party there this weekend. It'll be fun. It's kind of like bittersweet though. That club has meant so much to me, and I have so many fucking memories there. It's like the last set. It was fine. It ended up, their guy was opening it up for, he wanted his openers to be clean, so yeah, couldn't talk about queefs, but you really couldn't too much anyway. If you open up for somebody, you don't want to fucking jizz all over the stage before they get up there. Like, oh, well, what if there's fucking, blah. That's not necessary. Fart jokes, shit jokes, dick jokes, it's fine. Hey, you gotta think about who's gonna be up after you too. If you're headlining, if you're the last comic, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like, you have to deal with the consequences. But yeah, that was it. I haven't gone to that place for a long time. I started in fucking 2006. I think was the first time I went up there, and I sucked too. I fucking ate shit that first set, and then it got a little better. I remember one of the managers at the time. Her name was Stacy. After the second set, she's like, so I waited months to go back up there again after the first set, and she's like, that was good. She's like, you sucked the first time. I'm like, yeah, I fucking did. I remember the first time I hosted there, my aunt and uncle came to the show, and he was supportive. He had he'd had family members pass away, and they going through their stuff. They'd found this joke book. So he handed me this joke book and stuff. And then that show, I fucking ate it. It was the first time I'd ever hosted a show, first hosting weekend, and afterwards, I don't know what to say. He was just he's like it's harder than it looks, huh? I'm like, yeah, I guess it is. Then after that show, so it was a 2-show night. As long as Friday night or whatever. So I'm in the green room in between shows, and the headliner comes in, Alex Raymundo, and he's like, "How was your set?" And I'm like, "It wasn't good." And he's like, "Well, what are you doing now to make it better for the next show?" I was like, "Well, I was just kind of hoping a different crowd showed up and they liked me." He's like, "Okay." He's like, "What was your set list?" So I went through. I'm like, "Oh, I did this and this and this," and then it was Virgin Mary. And he's like, "Whoa!" He's like, "Virgin Mary." He's like, "Man," he's like, "You can joke about whatever you want," but he's like, "That's a lot." He's like, "You're up there for 10 minutes." He's like, that's not enough time to get them into the Virgin Mary. And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right." So I took the Virgin Mary out. Second show went better. Let's get, man, it's just all these people, it's friends that you meet, a lot of the staff there, the comics that have come through, just lifelong friends. It's it'll be, nobody's dying. The club's just moving. But I've been thinking about people a lot of people that I met there that have died. Fucking Vic Hanley, Jay Madison had. I was lucky enough to work with Robert Schimmel. That wasn't very good at the time either. I don't know how long I'd been doing stand-up. I was not good. He was such a nice guy that we were standing at the bar there, and he wanted to say something nice, but he couldn't say that I was good or was funny, because I wasn't good or funny. And he was just he's like, "You look comfortable up there." I'm like, "Thanks, man." I'm like, I'll take it. I'll take it. Rest in peace, Robert Schimmel. It's fucking great. If you haven't ever listened to Robert Schimmel stand up, that guy is a fucking hero of mine, and he was a fucking class act and cool as fuck. So, rest in peace, Robert Schimmel. So, okay, I'm to go through some emails we got here. If you've got fucking email me anything. nextwindowpod@gmail.com. Well, not anything. We got through some of the crazier emails that I've gotten on here. But yeah, if you have any fucking thing food related, so I don't know, fucking music that's worth checking out, a podcast recommendation, anything. I would say book, but I still got this book I haven't fucking cracked open. I did have a couple big wins on the old slot machine game today though. But yeah, nextwindowpod@gmail.com. We got this email from Travis. He said Popeyes is now making a frozen lemonade with pickle juice. It is delicious, and you can put a ton of vodka in it. Sounds intriguing. I say it the combination of the lemonade and the pickle juice kind of throws me off, but I've had the vodka, just a pickle vodka shot. No, that's not bad. So I think that's worth checking out. And we just got some fucking Popeyes coupons in the mail too. I have no shame. I'll use a fucking Popeyes coupon. I don't give a shit. It's from Amy. We mentioned the the steak nachos they have, the $5 fucking foot long. Everything has to be a fucking foot long at Subway. She said the steak on the nachos would be the same steak they use for their steak and cheese subs. Makes perfect sense. Also, if you're getting the steak and cheese sub from Subway, don't. Have some fucking self-respect. And not that Amy's doing this. I appreciate you reaching out and letting me know what steak it is. But it's like, I'm not saying that's you, but if you, like, if you're going to get a steak and cheese sandwich, go somewhere that's going to be a lot better at making that than Subway is. I haven't had it. I imagine it wouldn't be harder to find somewhere that makes a better steak and cheese sub than Subway. So, I was got a nice email from Jacob. Jacob had a suggestion. He said it's not fast food, but well worth it. He said most small Mexican bakeries sell loaves. They sell small loaves of bread, bread stuffed with cream cheese and jalapenos. Buy a few of the loaves along with some brats. He said Hy-Vee brats are good for those at the local grocery store. I just had one of those fucking recently. And use the jalapeno bread as the bun. If you warm the bread in the oven first, it is even better. Not to mention the Mexican bakeries are incredibly cheap, and most of the desserts they sell are great. Thank you, Jacob. I need to try that out. That sounds fucking great. You get a jalapeno brat on the jalapeno bread. Hopefully that's probably not too much spice, but that's fucking thanks, man. Then he also posed an interesting question. He said when he was in high school, his local McDonald's ran a promotion for an all-you-can-eat hotcakes for the price of a single order. All we had to do was show a receipt for the first order to get another. My friend and I would go and usually eat 3 to 4 orders each. Looking back, he realizes what an absurd amount of fat and calories it was, but it was great. His question is, if I could run a promotion like this for any item from any restaurant, what would it be? Initially when I saw this, I was thinking fast food, but I would stick with fast food. So, from any restaurant, I would probably say like Mongolian beef from, like a Wong's Hunan Garden, or maybe that specific style that's been eluding me for a while, but that's easy to fill up on. But also, the Chinese food cliche, you might be hungry again in 20 minutes, half an hour. So if I was going to do like a sit-down restaurant, that's probably what I would do. But, just from any fast food item, I would probably, I'd probably go fucking tacos from Taco Bell. I'm partial to those because I just ate them, but I was thinking maybe Big Mac, but Big Macs are heavy. How many Big Macs a day? I've gotten to buy one free Big Mac before and ate both of them, and it's not a comfortable experience, and it's not something that I want to do again. And you wouldn't need this endless promotion from Costco, but even, you ever had fucking 2 Costco hot dogs for lunch? That'll ruin your fucking day. Some shit's just one at a time. I think it's the same with the Whopper. Chalupa might not be bad, but those are pretty heavy. But I think if you wanted to eat just a bunch, I'd go fucking, probably just soft taco from Taco Bell. Is that something that's just like the hotcakes? You can fucking stack them up. It's not a bad idea. Those tacos are pretty thin. You can just fucking stack them up and eat more than one at a time. But I think I do that, and ideally they wouldn't hold you to just the soft taco. If you could do that and get soft tacos, then go up and get hard tacos the next time. I think that'd be good. So I think that's what I'd pick. That's what I'd pick. I'd go with the fucking tacos from Taco Bell. I think Junior Bacon Cheeseburger would be a contender for that too. I don't know. I'd like to think that I could probably eat, 3, 4. That's probably plenty of Junior Bacon Cheeseburgers. But also, the concept of this is like, I think if you're thinking about this, it's like, maybe just say that like that's your day. What do you eat that day? It's gonna be like, oh, let me see how many fucking hotcakes I can eat from McDonald's before I've got all this shit I have to get done. So, I don't know. I think that's what I do. So thank you everybody for checking out the show. If I can check out the oldglory.com. And thank you as always to It's Your Boy Again Sausage. And thanks for listening. It's fucking it blows my mind anybody's checking this out, but I really appreciate it. Hit me up nextwidowpod@gmail.com. Come check me out at a stand-up show somewhere, and I'm on the Todd Tyler Radio Empire every day. They're on radio stations all around, or anywhere podcasts are available as well. I hope the Chiefs tomorrow just draft a player that is good at football and doesn't get arrested. That's all we're asking. So, all right. Thanks. Peace.